Shabbos, everybody, get Shabbos. You know, it's such a funny thing that the Talmud says that you can't pray in a place that doesn't have windows. And so we have some pretty big windows, and you can hear the sounds of the street below. Maybe people are leaving work to go home to their Shabbat. Maybe they're stopping here so they can hear us singing with them. Who knows? But the principle in the Talmud is pretty strong that what we do in here and what goes on outside has to be interwoven. And so we have windows that bring us into the energies and the song of Amsterdam Avenue. And we also have windows, but maybe some of you can see the windows, the Zoom windows. So maybe that's the fullest expression of the Talmudic dictum, Ein Adam mispalel b'makom she'en bo chalonos. You can't pray in a place without windows. Maybe with all the Zoom windows that are here, we're fulfilling that commandment, that imperative. What happens in the shul is inseparable from what happens outside the shul. It's the same thing with Shabbat. You know, I used to say, Shabbat begins when it ends, because how you bring Shabbat into the world is as important as how you bring Shabbat into your home. So Baruch Hashem, thank God, Romemu is welcoming this Shabbat, the expression of our desire to both be bringing out what is outside in and what is in out in our JSI Rabbinic Fellows inaugural Shabbat. Jackson is with us. It's so great to have you. Shechayanu v'kiyamanu v'giyanu l'zman hazeh. You'll learn more about Jackson in the coming weeks and months, but I can just say, as someone who has davened with you and sung with you at Song Leadership Boot Camp and in other contexts, you're remarkably talented, and your neshama is a Romemu neshama, I should say. It's a Romemu neshama, so we're so happy you're here. I look forward to people here in the community and online getting to know you and learn from you and sing with you. So good to be with brothers and sisters here, Brother Luke, with Chazan Shechter, with Chazan Basia, and with Rich, and with our friends. And maybe some of you are here for the first time, who knows? We hope so. We like to be machnis oreach, we like to bring in guests. So I invite you to imagine that This prayer service is brought to you by you, not by us. We're not praying at you, we're praying with you. And we hope that you're praying with us too. That means we hope you'll cross your legs and then uncross them and cross them and uncross them and feel fully embodied. Let the music wash through you. Find your own God to pray to this Shabbat. Enter into this gift that is known as Shabbat Matana Tova. And join us in your Siddur here in the sanctuary on page 8 as we welcome angels. We welcome
6.
Page 6. Thank you. Feel free to call out page numbers that I'll incorrectly call. We moved from a big mansion, a 400-room mansion with 400 people on a Friday night to a very intimate group. So make like you're in our living room. If I bring you the wrong drink, say, excuse me, I didn't order that. And I can send it back. Shalom Aleichem. Peace to all of you. Peace inside and outside.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaSharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Moachem Leshalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Baruch Hu Leshalom, Malachei Shalom, this beautiful piyut, which is a poem, a prayer poem, is called Beloved Friend. How many people can think of someone when you say beloved friend? You think, first person that comes to mind, Yedid Nefesh, Yedid Nafshi, my soul friend. We speak to the soul and we say, Yedid Nefesh, soul friend, beloved God friend. And as we make our way through the stanzas on page 8 this time, I think, yes.
On the bottom of the page, Higalena it's just this perfect phrase. Higalena ufros chavivi alai. Please reveal yourself and spread over all of us your love, your loving presence. And shelter us in a sukkah of peace, a shelter of peace, of wholeness,
of healing. What a beautiful way to enter Shabbat. To imagine Shabbat as a beloved friend who helps us take off things that we wear sometimes during the week because we have to, but on Shabbat, the joy that we experience, the freedom, the courage that we feel inspired by allows us to show up in a way that's slightly different than the rest of the week. So as we chant this together, I invite you to imagine what it is that you might take off, what you might allow yourself to drop at this moment so that you might be more fully here and feel the beloved's presence. As we sing together, Higale, Higale, Gale, Gale, Na, Ufros, Ufros, Chavivi, Alai, and canopy of peace where all human beings are loved and seen. Shalom, your peace, God, let it come, let it come down. Hey, 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 God, let On page 9 and 10, Lechun Eranena, harmonize with me, L'Adonai, Naria, Letzur Yishenu, Nekandem Afana Betoda Bezemiros Narialo Asher Lo Nidri Chalif Adonai Yoseinu, and say our blessings before the breath that made us. If we're here, is our God, and we are the shepherd's flock. Oh, if only we heard God's voice. Don't close your heart, as you once did in that fearful wilderness, that place where your ancestors tested. 40 שנה עקות בדור ואומר עם תועל לבהם והם לא ידעו דרכי נשק נשבעתי ויפי אם יבואון אל מנוחתי. On page 11 and 12.
שירו לאדוני שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני ברכו שמו, בסרו מיום ליום ישועתו. ספרו לגויים גבורתו, וכל העמים נפלאותיו. הגענו הוויה ומולה מאוד, ומלאו הכל אלוהים. כי כל אלוהי העמים אלילים, אדוני שמיים בארץ, עוד בחדר לפניו, עוד ותפארת במקדשו. הבו לאדוני, הבו לאדוני משפחות עמים, הבו לאדוני כל הארץ, הבו לאדוני כבוד שמו, זכרו לחצותיי. הבו לאדוני להג'ת קודש, יהיו מפניו כל העמים, נו הגויים אדוני מלך, עתיקות תבל ותימות, ידין עמים ורשעים, ישמחו השמיים ותגר הארץ, ירם הים ומלואו, אלו שנה בכל אשר בו, תרננו כל הזכועה, נקנה אדוני גיבה, גיבה לשבות הארץ, לשבות תבל וצדק, עמים באמונתו, Gabriel, dance with us. Hey, Mark, Ramit, Cousin Joel, and Karen Perlman. It's Shabbos. Hey, yeah, la 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 la, oh, yeah, la 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 la, hey, la 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 la, oh, oh, hey, la, oh, yeah, la la la, oh. Ay la 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 la, oh ya ba ba ba, oh la 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 la, oh 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 oh
Let's all rise if you are able. There's a psalm for each day of the week in Kabbalat Shabbat. And as we make our turn to the 6th psalm corresponding with Friday, Yom Shishi, we recognize that Fridays, thank God it's Friday. And Psalm 29 says, thank God it's Friday. It says, thank God it's Friday, and it says God's name over and over again. It says, voices God, voices God, voices God, as if to say that all of the voices and all of the energies of the week are being gathered together on Yom Shishi, on Friday, and inviting us to let them go. Raising up all of the voices of creation, all the voices of our lives, all the voices of each and every day, and just saying, Psalm 29 on page 20 and 19. Kaddish, hey, feels good to be alive. Clap your hands. Releasing the weak. Ay, 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 Havaya, Lama, Muya, Shama, Yeshem, Adonai, Melech, Le'olam, Adonai, Oz, Amon, Yiten, Adonai, Yevarech, et Amo, Bashalom, Ay, 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 As you stand here, everyone, inviting you to feel your feet on the ground and just bend your knees gently. And just do a little, whatever you're holding, it's just going right down into the ground. Can't carry on Shabbat. We're not allowed to carry from one domain to another, so don't schlep in the week. That's the Rishus Harabim. That's the there, and just Shabbos. Whenever you're ready, you can be seated and find the words of our ancestors on page 21 and 22. In the bold, towards the bottom of the page, Yachid Ge'eh. My favorite two words, maybe in the whole liturgy, it's hard to say that, but Zochrei Kiddushatecha, what are we if not those who remember holiness? Sure, we're also forgetters of holiness, right? We're those who forget the holy all the time. But then we say to God on Shabbos, we say, Zochrei Kiddushatecha, we remember what's most important. Last couple of years, I think, have reminded us in the most amazing way about what's most important. So Yachid Ge'eh, turn to this people, all of us here gathered, trying to grab a little bit of Shabbos Kodesh, the holiness of Shabbat, to wake us up and smell the beauty and the radiance of life itself.
Yachid Ge'eh v'yamcha b'nei Zochrei Keddushatecha. Yachid Ge'eh v'yamcha b'nei Zochrei Keddushatecha.
I invite you for the next 2 minutes, if you're comfortable, uncrossing your legs, sitting up in your chair or standing where you are, for 2 minutes to release the week, not only through music and through silence, but through attention to the body. So we've been meditating in the Romemu Yeshiva for the last 2 weeks, our weekly meditation from 2 o'clock to 2:30. Beginning with a gentle, really gentle and simple awareness of your body as it appears to you in your experience, noticing sensations, not trying to remove thought, not trying to not think, not trying at all. Just gently inclining your attention, your awareness away from whatever else is holding your awareness, but bring it to focus on the body at this moment. Feeling your legs, feeling your chest, feeling any sensations that appear to you as your awareness turns inward. And as we breathe together, inviting you to turn your attention, your awareness to the sounds that you hear in the room. Not pushing them away and not grabbing them. Just hearing what you hear and being aware that you're hearing. And whenever you feel comfortable, if you want to open your eyes, find the words of our ancestors, page 23 and 24, Chadodi.
Lechadodi, lechadodi, ligat kala, b'nei Shabbat, nekabela. Lechadodi, ligat kala, b'nei Shabbat, nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'diborecha, Ishmi'anu el ha'meyuchad, Adonai echad u'shmo echad, l'shem tiferet v'letchila. Lechadodi, ligat kala, b'nei Shabbat, nekabela. Lechadodi, Kala, b'nei Shabbat, nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, ki mekor hameracha, merosh mikem nesucha. Zon ma'aseh b'makshava tzechila. Lechadodi, ligat kala, b'nei Shabbat, nekabela. Lechadodi, ligat kala, b'nei Shabbat, nekabela. Mikdash melech melucha, kumitzei mitoch ha'afecha. Ram l'shevet b'mekabacha, ve'hu yachamol alayich chemla. Lechadodi, ligat kala, b'nei Shabbat, nekabela. Lechadodi, ligat kala, b'nei Shabbat, nekabela. Tifartech Ami, Ayanisha, Beit אני קורבן אל נפשי, נפשי גאלה.
לך אדוני לקראת כלה בני שבת נקבלה. לך אדוני לקראת כלה בני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורך קומי אורי, אורי אורי, שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה. לך אדוני לקראת כלה בני שבת נקבלה. לך אדוני לקראת כלה בני שבת נקבלה. לך אדוני לקראת כלה בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה בני שבת נקבלה.
לך דודי לקראת כלה ינדה 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 שבת שלום. לך דודי לקראת כלה
דודי לקראת כלה יאללה יאללה יאללה.
לך דודי לקראת כלה לך דודי לקראת כלה שבת דבילו. לך דודי לקראת כלה דודי לקראת כלה לך דודי לקראת כלה
Please rise if you are able. B'nei Shabbat. On the bottom of page 25 and 26 as we turn to face the door. Bo'i v'shalom ateret ma'ala gam b'simcha u'b'zohara toch emuneh am segula bo'i chala o Shabbat hamalta alecha dodi likrat yamamai 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 b'nei Shabbat nekavela into this space that is traditionally the moment when we invite mourners in, invite those who are in need of healing tonight to be present for us, either literally those who are here in the room or those who are in your space, wherever you are. There'll be names of loved ones in our community that have been posted on the screens. Well, I guess for all of you here, please look at these names, and if you know them, please make it in your mind to send them healing prayers and healing energies. The words for this prayer are on page 113 in the back of your Siddur.
Healer of the brokenhearted, binder of our wounds, counter of uncountable stars, you know we are.
הרופא לשאולי ומכבש לעצותם מונה מספר לכוכבים לכולם שמות יקרא הללויה Berach Avotenu B'Imotenu, may the one who blessed our ancestors bless and heal all of those who are in our hearts tonight. And let us all say, Amen.
Amen.
You may be seated, everyone. Shabbos, everybody. Get Shabbos. Come on. Get Shabbos, everybody.
Good Shabbos. Shabbat Shalom.
This is the biggest Shabbat crowd we've had in 2 years. Were there free masks or something tonight, Jeffrey? Is there free Purell? What's going on? Everybody here gets a mask and Purell on the way out. No problem. We're so happy that you're all here. Honestly, it's like it is overwhelming just to see all the people here. And I hope that you all feel really that we as a community are taking care of you. You're taken care of. That we've done everything we can to make this space as safe as possible, and that you're able to release and let go and really just daven. I know for me, just seeing all of you just makes me feel like, wow, it's like, wow, is it really happening? And I know that also we have so many friends who are in the Zumagog as well, so we say Good Shabbos to the Zumagog. We have a custom at Romemu for many, many years now where we invite those who are here for the first time to stand. We might have a lot of people here. So we invite you in a moment after we go through a couple of announcements to stand and say your name and where you're from very briefly, so we can do that. It's kind of a really big mitzvah. And also for those of you who are on the Zumagog, the ways that we do this is if you're here for the first time, find the chat and write your name and where you're from into the chat, and we'll call it out, okay, everybody? A couple of very brief announcements for you, just to let you know what's going on in our community. We want to thank our beloved Executive Director, Jeff Kahn, this gentleman right here, who has modeled for us as he grew up in the various movements that you were affiliated with, Young Judea and others. They would say, Dugma Ishit, be a personal example, right? Dugma Ishit. So you're modeling for us something that is part of the new normal. You are sponsoring this Shabbat service in honor of together, it's sponsored by your son, Simon, your daughter, Isabel, your son, Sinai, and your wife, Shelly Khan, in honor of your birthday this past week. It's a very auspicious birthday. So those of you who are here, The opportunity to do just as they did is upon you. As you leave tonight, we hope you'll take a sponsorship option. You can sponsor the cost of an event like called Kabbalat Shabbat or Shabbat Morning, which requires all of this beautiful music and also online moderation and so on. Sponsorship is a way for you to honor a loved one, to honor a memory, and it's a way that we also get a chance to keep the lights on in Romemu. Thank you, Jeffrey, and happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you, everybody.
There we go. They were there. Okay, great. We also have a ton of classes available in our yeshiva. I'm going to be teaching my One God Clapping Judaism and Buddhism class this coming Thursday. There's also Revolutionary Spirituality, the Book of Formation, Sefer Tzirah, the Daily Hasidic Masters class, and the meditation. All of that is available. You won't remember most of that, but just know that if you want to learn Jewish mysticism and Jewish spirituality, we hope that we can be a resource for you to do that. Also, our adult learning is also in full swing. Our fall semester of the Well, there are 7 courses, Israeli literature, Parsha, you name it. If you would like to learn Judaism in its various ways, please plug in to the wisdom of the lifelong learning. Is there another slide? There you go. Tomorrow night, we're really excited about this. Super excited. We're going to have, in honor of the 5th Yortzeit of the great Kohen, the great priest from Montreal, the troubadour, the profoundly impactful Leonard Cohen, will be visiting us tomorrow night in spirit as Chazan Schechter and guest Rabbi Aubrey Glazer, and of course, Marsha Pali, whose book will be lifting up tomorrow night on the theology and on the teachings that are behind Leonard Cohen's wonderful music and profound impact on all of us. So tomorrow night, Havdalah and intimate conversation at 7 o'clock to 8:30. Online only. Online only. I know. Online only. And, oh, this is fun. Look at that there. The new Jew. So this, you're in Israel, right? You're from Israel? So in Israel, there was an amazing program called Yehudia Chadash, the new Jew, that featured my dear friend and colleague, Rabbi Angela Buchtal. People have heard of Rabbi Angela Buchtal, the incredible senior rabbi at Central Synagogue here in New York. Well, she was featured in the New Jew series, which exposed the Israeli audience to the various and variegated ways that Jews do Judaism here in America. It was an eye-opening experience for all of them. And Roma was also featured, so she and I will be in conversation around the new Jew on Thursday, October 21st. It's coming Thursday. That will be online and on site at Central Synagogue. So come to Central. They have seating for like 1,200 people, so bring yourself, and it'll be a fun evening. And also, in 2 weeks, our home hosting is back. Lots of different ways to connect with community. There are at least 17 topics for a table, like find what are you watching in Shababy, and literature. They're just ways to hang out with people on Shabbat. That's happening in 2 weeks. I think that's it. Am I right? Oh, Shabbat Shalom. That's also there. Tomorrow morning, open book. Services will be here as well, but we also have services tomorrow in another location to honor the bar mitzvah of Ethan, who is here with his parents, Andrew and Jacques. I think, Ethan, are you there? There you go. You want to stand up for a second, young man? All right. So we're going to be off-site, and we'll be, online and in tune for that tomorrow, Ethan. You're going to be coming up later for Kiddush. We're excited about that. And welcome to the entire mishpacha, the entire family that are here as well. Now's a good time for us to say hi to new folks. So some of you new folks can just stand up. That would be super cool. We'd love to say hi. And we're going to be passing around the mic, but we're going to do it like super amazingly quick. Like, hi, my name is, I'm from. Just one big introduction.
We are Temple B'nai Or. We are from Denville, New Jersey. Morristown, New Jersey. I'm from Denville. I'm sorry. Anything else? I don't know.
Here, let me say, you guys are from Temple B'nai Or. Your senior rabbi is the husband and significant other of our own director of our youth and family programs, Rabbi Janice Elster. So we're so thankful that you brought the team, Rabbi Michael, and you brought the B mitzvah, bar mitzvah, bat mitzvah. This is the crew that are going to be in their life cycle moment. And they had about a 15-minute conversation with me before the service. And you guys are awesome. We're so thankful that you're here tonight. Okay, wonderful. You're going to pass the mic to someone who's not a part of Temple B'nai Or, but is here for the first time. Jeffrey, right here? Right there. Awesome.
Hello. I'm Ari. I'm from New Jersey. Yeah.
Awesome, Ari from New Jersey. All right. I always thought that you don't have, there's nothing else we want from you. You don't have to tell us anything that you don't want to. There's no pressure, just your name and where you're from.
My name's Eli. I'm not from any one particular place right now, but I feel like I'm
everywhere,
carrying like with me Jewish community from Atlanta, from New Orleans, and from Bay Area.
Awesome. All right, Eli. Thank you, Toda.
Andrew, also wandering / Westchester. Been hearing about this community for a few years, so grateful to be
Wandering
here.
Westchester. I like that too. That's like a Wandering Westchester. Lovely.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. My name is Shani, and I'm from California, but now living in Manhattan.
And it's Shani, you said? Shani? Okay, Shani. Toda. We're still waiting for the first person to put into the chat area something. We know we have some first timers in the chat, but it usually takes them a bit of a while here. So we're inviting you all. We're going to make our way to this side of the room. If you don't mind standing up so we can all see you, that would be awesome.
Shabbat Shalom. I'm Joshua from California, and I'm here for the bar mitzvah of my dear cousin Ethan. So happy to be here.
Happy to have you. Shabbat Shalom. Welcome.
Shabbat Shalom.
Anyone else? Od Mishu. Maybe we'll turn to the gentleman behind me who's here for the first time tonight.
My name is Jackson. I am the Joseph S. Ingber Rabbinic Fellow. So I'm going to come and do this. We're going to sing some music. We're going to daven together. And also, if you want to do like some adult ed or other things, if there's things that you want to learn together, I'm coming from Boston. So it might be virtual, but we can also do it in person. If you want to grab coffee or something like that when I'm in town, I would love to meet all of you. And I feel really, really grateful to be here with all of you. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. And just so you know, not only is he here for the first time, but he's here for the first time in New York as a married man. Because this past week, Jackson didn't share that, but maybe I shouldn't have, but he's married. And
I think
it's a big
all the
mazel
parents
tov.
are currently either in the Zoom room or in the current room.
Oh, they're all here?
Yeah.
Wow, how awesome is that?
Yeah, it's great.
So hi.
They're coming every week.
Everybody, fans of Jackson, we're big fans already. You know, just got here, and we're so thrilled. And so anybody else, before we go into Baruch Hu? Anybody in the Zoom Magog? The chat's open.
One more.
One more? One more, two more? Go ahead.
Judah from Rhode Island.
Hey, Judah from Rhode Island, welcome. I think over here we have someone. Welcome.
I'm Essence. I'm a convert from a modern Orthodox shul. You might know it as Lincoln Square Synagogue.
Okay.
Rabbi Bookwell converted me.
Nice.
Nice to meet everybody.
Nice to have you.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
I'm also a convert from modern Orthodoxy. I was once modern Orthodox. I'm paradox now. That's my new style. Welcome, Essence. That's beautiful. Yeah.
Hi,
Stephen.
I'm Dr. Stephen Rudin. I'm from Zumagogia. And you guys are going to have to get a bigger place because we're all coming back.
Yes. All right. We're so thrilled that all of you are here. We're so thrilled with the people who are online, including parents and in-laws and all the wonderful people and all of those new people who haven't figured out yet to chat it in. We're still seeing you. So we're going to rise together. We're going to look at the Zumagoggers and we're going to say good Shabbos to one another here and Shabbat Shalom to Nancy and Shabbat Shalom to Asher Chaim and Shabbat Shalom to Keith and to Don and Shabbat Shalom to one another. Let's make some cacophonous Shabbat Shaloming as we Shabbat Shalom to Ana Luisa.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Michael
Shabbos.
and Susie. Shabbat Shalom.
Hi, Mom. She's in there somewhere. She's probably
Shabbat
cooking.
Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, Shelly and Sinai.
My niece.
Shabbat Shalom, Sharon.
I have a
Good
Shani
Shabbos.
niece.
Shabbat Shalom. Great. All sounds great.
bam 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 bam. Bam 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 bam. Bam 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 bam. Bam 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 bam. Bam 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 bam. Hey la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Oh la 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 ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Hey. This week's Parsha is the first time the word Hebrew appears in the entire Torah. Abraham is called Ivri, the Hebrew. The rabbis say he was called Ivri, Hebrew, because the word Iver or Aver means one side. Shekol ha'olam b'tzad echad ve'Avram b'tzad hasheni. He was the ultimate iconoclast. The whole world was on one side, and Avram, the other sider, was on the other side. To be a Hebrew is to stand on the other side. If the whole world says something is right and you know it's wrong, you stand on the other side. If the whole world says to judge people by the color of their skin, by their sexual orientation, by their gender, by their political party, by whom they were born to, or any of those other things, we are Ivrim. We stand on the other side. We stand for love and for truth. We stand for what it is to hold integrity and to say, if the whole world be against me, as long as I'm one with the divine in each and every human being, that is our Baruch Hu moment. And so we are invited to be Ivrim, to stand in that truth that all human beings are created B'Tselem Elohim, in the image of the divine. We are all guests in this world, and we are to treat each other with dignity. Find the Baruch Hu on page 31 and 32. Baruch Hu et Adonai Ha'amen Vorach
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Le'olam Va'ed Yadadayayay
Baruch Adonai Ha'amevorach Le'olam, le'olam va'ed. Yada la 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 la, hey la 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 la, yada la 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 la, yada la la la, yada la la la, Eloheinu ruach haolam asher bidvaram ariva arabim v'chachma potachat sh'arim ובתבונה משנה איתי מחליבה לזמנים ומסדרת את הכוכבים שמרתיהם ורק היא כרצונה בוראת יום בלילה גוללת אור מגוש Source of all change, we bless you. Truth of all impermanence, we raise you up. Kela chaya v'kayemet tamid timloch aleinu le'olam va'ed, le'olam va'ed. Berucha at Shechina Ha'mariva Aravim Yara lai 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 la lai 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 Ay la lai lai Ay la lai lai Yara lai lai Avat Olam Beit Yisrael on page 36. Source of love that never ever changes. Heart that loves the ones like all of us. May your love be ever present. May we feel connected to your source. Through Torah, through Tefillah, through community. V'ahavatcha tasir mimechenu le'olamim. Baruch atah Adonai Ohel Amo Yisrael. Ya la 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 la, hey la 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 la, ya la 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 la, hey ya la la la, ya la 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 la, hey la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Prepare for Shema on page 37 and 38.
Shema Yisrael Adonai ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך וקומך קשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בירך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. והיה אם שמעו תשמעו אל מצוותיי אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על
Page 41, 42, 43, and 44. In the second paragraph of the Shema, we remind ourselves that our actions matter.
The grass in the field for
We
your
want to build a
animals.
world of love. We have to plant seeds of
Put
love.
these words on your heart, son.
We want to build a world for our children. We have to plant the seeds that, when irrigated, will build a world that is healthy, sustainable, respectful,
In order that your
dignified.
days and the days of your children may belong on the earth. God promised your ancestors as long as the skies above the
על האדמה שהשבענו נעלה אבותיכם לתת להם כימי השמיים. על הארץ ויאמר אדוני משה לאמור דבר אל בני ישראל. אמרת עליהם יעשו להם ציצית.
Take these threads, these wing tufts for you, guard them on the path. Look at them, remember them, the breath of our life, and do them and misread by the hearts of your eyes and your heart. Drawn after them in your will, remember, observe my ways, and be holy to the breath of our life.
Remember. Make these mitzvot.
I'm the breath of life.
Pathways to the holy.
The breath of life.
Pathways to the holy.
The breath of life.
Pathways to the holy.
Adonai Elohechem Emet.
The truth that you were with us in the night, when freedom was won, when truth was declared. We journeyed from a place of narrowness to a place of expansion. And we remind ourselves each and every day that freedom is something you fight for, and you fight for it not only for yourselves, but for all people. May all people sing a liberation song like Miriam and Moshe, the siblings, the liberating siblings. Malchuto b'ratzon kiblu alehem Moshe u'Miriam u'bnei Israel anu shira. On page 48 and 47, B'simcha rabba v'amru chulam. As we turn to page 49 and 50, Ufros alenu sukan, sukan, shalom. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom, aleinu al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'al Yerushalayim. Please rise if you are able. Vishamnu on page 51 and 52. Vishamnu b'nei Yisrael et Shabbos la'asos et Hashabbat v'dorosam b'Yisrael. Kaddish on the bottom, page 51 and 52.
יתקדש ויתקדש וירבה.
אמן.
יעמד יברח יבוטי וימלך מלכותי.
מחיים כל יומי ומחיין את כל בית ישראל.
בגלה בגלה ובזמן קריב ימרו.
אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ימי אמיו. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשק יתהדר ויתעלה ויתעלה שמי דקודשה לעילא מן כל ברכסה ושיר עשה תושבך אתה בנחם אתה תמירן יאמר. And let us say Amen. I invite you to take the next few minutes to be alone with God as you understand that in your own words or in the words of our ancestors, which can be found in the Siddur on page 53, 54, 55, a number of different ways in for the next 3 minutes. Sambeinu Sarabenu mituvecha Vesamar nafshenu Veyeshuatecha Sabenu, Sabenu, Sabenu mituvecha Vesamar
Sabenu,
Sabenu mituvecha Vesamar nafshenu Veyeshuatecha V'tacher libeinu Tacher libeinu Denedai Ay, 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 no, ay, 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 da, da, da. Ay, ay, la, la, la. Denedai, ay, oh, na, ay, 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 denedai, da, da, da. Denedai, la, la, la. Ay, la, 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 la. Denedai, ya, my, ba. Denedai, ya, ba, ba. Denedai, ya, ba. Oh, ma 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 ya ba ba ma ba ya ba ba ma ba ya ba 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 ba. You may be seated. So tomorrow morning's reading, chapter 12 of the book of Genesis, Lech Lecha, the most famous parsha, maybe the most famous part of our early story. It's a story where, without any prior notice, God says to Abraham, who's then known as Avram, the artist formerly known as Avram, says to him, Avram, Lech Lecha, go. And then there's a litany of things that the Torah will tell us that God will heighten the tension by mentioning the things that Abraham is to leave. Lech lecha, leave me'artzecha, from your land, mimolatetecha, from your birthplace, mibeit avicha, from your ancestral home. And then these famous words, to the land that I will, ela aretz asher ar'eka, to the land that I will show you, ar'eka. The word in Hebrew, lirot, to see, lirot, ar'eka, the land that I will show you. So, of course, the first question that the Mefarshim, the commentators, ask, what's the business of saying to him, to the land that I'll show you? Why not tell him where he's going? So what's the answer, everybody? The answer is, what kind of test would that be? It would still be a test. Leave everything behind is enough of a test. But the test, of course, is heightened because Abraham doesn't exactly know where he's going. He only has a promise from God that you'll know it when you see it. You have to go to the place, and the Or Chaim HaKadosh, one of the Mefarshim, say, of course, that's the essence of the test. Asher Eka. That's the reason why the Torah says Asher Eka. To the land I will show you makes Abraham's act that much more profound. In some very deep way, the essence of the test is being told to go somewhere, but being told you'll receive further instructions when you get there, and you're not going to know when you're there. But then I saw another commentator say, let me tell you another reason why God says Ar'eka, the land that I will show you. Because in Hebrew, one of the funniest things about Hebrew is that it can mean its thing and its opposite. The name Ar'eka, the word rather, Ar'eka, can mean the land that I will show you, but it can also mean the land where you will be seen. To the Aretz Asher Ar'eka, to the land where you will go to, where in that land you will be seen. The land will see you. The land will know you. The land will recognize you. The land will say, we've been waiting for you, Abraham. And I was thinking to myself that commentator, for me personally, reconciled both of these pieces. The sense of there being a test in being shown something that you don't know, and there also being a test in being told that you'll go to a place that will see you. Sometimes when you tell somebody go somewhere and in that place they'll see you, they think at the moment it's going to be so exciting. Wow, they're going to see me there. And sometimes that's all we want. As one of my beloved friends this week reminded us in our Hasidic Masters class, the teaching that everybody wants to come to a place where they're seen. Not just in cheers, but even in synagogues too, right? You want to go where everybody knows your name. But what if it's a test, too, to be told ahead of time that you're going to go to a place, and I promise you when you go in, they're going to see you? Do you run away? You say, I'd rather go somewhere anonymously. Yeah, sure, it's a test to go to the place that you're telling me, I'll show you it. But what if I tell you to go to the place where not only will I show you it and you'll have to trust me, but I'm promising you that in that place you will be seen, it'll be a fit, it'll be known. It'll be the future that you imagined, you dreamed of. The fantasy has come true. Wow, here I am, they see me. Look. And everything in you wants to go, no thank you, no thank you. Thinking about this Torah today as we stood, Rabbi Rivera and Rabbi Coloresis and myself stood outside of the mikvah on 74th Street, the ritual bathhouse, the immersion. And as we had the honor with, I think, all rabbis, I think unanimously Rabbi Michael will say that there's no greater kavod, there's no greater honor than to be, like Essen said, to be with someone who is choosing to be a part of the chosen people, because really the choosing people is a much higher level. It's such an inspiration to be with this person in their choice. And to hear them say, as Amanda said, the chilach, I felt called to become a Jew. I felt called to be part of this family. And I wasn't sure when I stepped out onto the unknown precipice what it would be like. And I'm still not sure if I'll be in communities where not only will I be shown this community, but the community will see me in my totality, will receive me in my totality. And when she met Romemu and she met this community and she was exposed to many communities like Romemu, all of a sudden it was like, whoa, Asher Eka, there are communities that are waiting for me. And isn't that a test? Isn't that a test? To imagine a future and to actually have the chutzpah, the holy chutzpah and the nerve to dream it and to manifest it and to materialize it and then to own it and live in it and not run away and not say it's because they didn't see me, but maybe because I didn't really want to be seen. Maybe they were shining the light on me and it was bright and it was illuminate and I got scared, so maybe I sabotaged it or maybe I asked for more and they said, well, we're giving you a lot. I said, well, I'm not really feeling it. And you're like, no, you're getting a lot. And there are all kinds of ways that we do that. Isn't that a nisayon? Isn't that a test? This is only a test, but it's a big test. Asher Eka, that double valence of that word, the land that I will show you, but the land that will show itself to you, that will see you. Both of them are tests. Both of them are, in their own ways, a practice for us. A practice to both have faith that the unknown is not an enemy, that the unknown is not an enemy, that the unknown can be a mystery, a sacred journey into free falling. But maybe more poignantly than all of our journeys, the next step is equally powerful. Not only will you be shown a place, but you'll be seen in that place. And can you receive that? Can you feel it? Can you expect it and also run towards it? What does that feel like? What does that look like? That's a practice. So Abraham here becomes a model for all of us and a blessing for all of us because indeed the land found him as he looked for it. The Midrash tells us the land rose up like in Moana and said, oh, here you are. And that's my blessing for all of us, that those places that will be shown, that we'll see them, they'll see us, and we'll say, oh, okay, I've been looking for you. And it says, well, we've been looking for you. And we say, great. Isn't that great? When lovers meet, when friends find each other, when businesses find a way to create, right, an atmosphere of connection and dignity, when all of those things are working, when we're both looking for who is looking and also allowing ourselves to be found. That is a great passing of the test. And bless each and every one of us on the Shabbat of Lech Lecha, of Go, that we're able to embody both of those tests, pass them as often as possible, and ask ourselves frequently, which one is the one that we're working with in any given moment. May that blessing come true for all of us, and I invite you to say Amen. And now I invite you to please rise for the Aleinu on page 77 and 78. Aleinu leshabeach ladon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר ברית, שלא עשנו כגויי הרצון, ושמנו כמשפחות האדמה, ששם חלקנו עמכם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך והשבותה אל לבביך כי אדוני הוא אלוהים be seated, everyone. We lift up the names of loved ones who are in the Zoom Magog first, and then we'll come back into the rooms. We invite those who are in the Zoom area to put the names of loved ones into the chat, even as we share the slides as well. This evening, we lift up the memory of the remarkable Phyllis Alt, mother of Marla Alt, Sandra Spanan Jarvis, Maccabi Ben Moshe Mark Linder, Jennifer Badger Sultan, and Avram Sturman. We lift up this Shabbat during the 30 days of mourning Cantor Richard Kaplan, William Emerson Hill, Naomi Heller, Beatrice Saul Dalit, Fred Sanders, Jude Vachon, and May Carol Zalkin. We lift up, within the first year of mourning, Beth Baldridge and Devorah Stahl, Lee Brox, Jean Foreman Shore. Carol, why did you say the name of your mother?
My mother, Jean Foreman Shore. My husband, Nagid Yitzhak Luxbaum.
Ellsworth Levine, Erwin Bardash, Mr. Elsie Pops Floyd, Lynn Blacker, Shirley Gatzik, Grace Tenin Denmark, Rabbi Raphael Goldstein, Brady Rifkin, Lorette Nierenberg, and Barry Koski. Betty Levin, Seymour Borstein, Leslie Robert, Axelrod, Charlotte Figman, Stuart Savell, Lily Zimmett, and Julia Eisenberg. Shirley Marlowe, Gretchen Jury, Michael Fricano Jr., Nancy Traeger, Rabbi Dr. Henry Dicker, Robert Gerald Cohen, Angela Lemargolis, and Everett Duchen. We remember Batya Ariel Bar Abraham, Kathleen Maddie, Elizabeth Deegan, Bertha Sutton, Naomi Kramer Stemp, Miriam Mimi Stern Wolf, Hadassah Loeb, Roberto Lipperman, Alice Macaras, Andy Neiman, Pauline Dixon, Joel Winograd, Albert Passner, Aliza Pesha Bat Chana, and Henry Bowman Backer. We remember Vivian Esses, Chaya Bat Olga Velian, Oded Arad, Alan Dumaine, Benny Pete, Michael Lees, Henry Lee, Annie Esty, Maurice Yanyan, Eric Press, Sherry Guiliano, Stan Hildebrand, James Besser, Ingrid Hecker, and Candace Simmons, and Heidi Kingsbury. We remember Yehudit Chaya, Benjamin Wolf Tolushkin, Francis Kaplan, and Timothy Javon Bailey. We remember Rabbi Lord Jonathan Sachs, Michael F., and Sir David R. Ames. Into this sacred container in the shul, we invite those who are in mourning to please rise, and we remember these names this evening.
Eric and Thamaton Dominguez and William Emerson Hill.
My dear friend, Tony Rapone.
My cousin Frida Kabeck.
My late ex-wife, Mary Ann Weber Dubin.
My late grandmother, Adasa Denenberg.
My aunt, Pauline McCabe.
Our cousin, Linda Gibbs.
My father, Tzvi Ephraim.
All of these loved ones are in our hearts. We invite you, if your custom is to stand for the mourners, please rise if you are able. The mourners' Kaddish can be found on page 115, 116, or on the screen. Yiskadal v'yiskadash shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
V'yolma diverachi rusei v'yamlich malchusei. V'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael. Bagala u'izman kariv imiru. Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah v'vorach li'alam l'mei amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitba'ar v'yitromam v'yitnasei. V'yithadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shmei d'kudsha brichu. Leila min kol birchata v'shirata. Tishbechata v'nechemata da'amiran v'oma v'imiru. Amen. Yehei shloma rabba min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imiru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav. Hu yaseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel. V'imiru. Amen. Yehi zichram baruch. May the memory be a blessing. We invite all of you to please rise as we move from Lahavdil ben Amesim ve'achayim, between those who are remembered this evening and those who are being lifted up as bar mitzvah this evening and tomorrow, this entire weekend. Ethan, please come forward for Kiddush. Into this cup of blessing, as we hand this to you, Ethan, we have a couple of thank yous tonight. If you don't mind, you'll just hold that for me, brother, okay? There you go. A couple of thank yous that are on the screen in front of you or over here to your left. Thank you to our JSI Rabbinic Fellow, Jackson Mercer, for being here tonight and for davening with us so beautifully. And a big yeshar koach into this cup of blessing, our worship leaders tonight, Luke Wagadny and Rich Stein, and of course Chazan Basi Schechter. Such a blessing to be with all of you. Thank you to Anthony and Cyrus who are running the production, and thank you to Rabbi Janice Elster who is on staffing here, and Justin and Junior and Freddie, and of course Aliza Rivka, who's our only remote moderator tonight, so that's amazing. Aliza Rivka in Costa Rica. A big thank you for showing up here tonight, all of you here tonight, and especially to our group from Temple B'nai, or I said, like, you guys are taking up half the room, so you're Temple B'nai or Mamu, okay? Doesn't really work that well, but I kind of like it, sort of. We're a big, big community and a big staff, so thank you to all of our staff who are just there to make this possible. Tomorrow morning is going to be beautiful. Are you ready for tomorrow morning? You are? Okay, great. Well, first lesson is you don't put the seat on the ground, so we'll put that there. Okay, great. You're going to hold this. We're going to get the Kaddish for you.
Page 88.
Page 88. One second, let me just do this. Oops. And, you ready?
Yom HaShishi
יום השישי ויחולו השמיים והארץ וכל צבאם ויחל אלוהים ביום השביעי מלאכתו אשר עשה וישפוט ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי יקדש אותו כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות סברי הברי
חיים.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם בורא פרי הגפן
אמן.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר קידשנו במצוותיו ורצה בנו בשבת קודשו באהבה וברצון הנה לנו זיכרון למעשה בראשית כי הוא יום תחילה למקרא קודש זכר ליציאת מצרים כי באנו בחרת אותנו קידשת עם כל העמים ושבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנהלתנו ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת.
Amen. Remember grape juice? It's grape juice. All right. Mazel tov. Mazel tov, everybody. Mazel tov, mazel tov. Good Shabbos. Good Shabbos. Shabbos Matya, Shabbos Sinai, Savoy, Shabbos Shelley, Shabbos Adonai, Shabbos Caleb, Shabbos friends, Shabbos Aunt Joni,
beautifully, guys.